Okay. Welcome everyone to the Pantheon. I am Ray,
I'm Evy.
and today we're talking about the Amazing Spider-Man 2, starring Andrew Garfield and Emma Thompson, Emma Stone, and Jamie Foxx and Dale Dahan. Is that his name?
I think so.
He plays the Goblin.
Hmm.
Yes. Ultimately, I think the Oscorp is the source of all things wrong in the universe when it comes to the Spider-Man universe here. Everything goes wrong. Oh, before we even get into that, Rhino. What's your thoughts on the Rhino?
That was interesting. Not long enough.
Mhm. Do
Not
you
long
like
enough.
the idea of this mechanical rhinoceros?
Yeah, that's interesting actually. Something that's there, not too bad. You know, something's gonna happen.
Mhm.
I'm just wanting for more
What about
of all that.
Paul Giamatti playing the Rhino? Did that surprise you in any way? Because he doesn't look like someone who would be like. Besides being pudgy looking, I guess. Um,
Hmm.
but someone has I don't know. What were your thoughts with that?
Oh, another superhero. Yay, let's see what's gonna happen. I was waiting for something to happen actually, and I didn't get what I wanted. So I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
This movie it's like 2 hours long. It's like 2 hours and 15 minutes long. It's PG
Yeah.
13. Again, directed by Mark Webb, who did the first one, and before
Hmm.
that, he was just known for doing the director behind uh 500 Days of Summer.
Hmm.
Um, the love story between Gwen and Peter. What do you think about that? Like, are you still on board with that? Was it believable for you?
I'm too short.
Hmm.
It was good, but too short.
Okay.
Oh well.
Right. And that's the part where um, Harry Osborn figures out that not Peter, he figures out Spider-Man got his powers through the Oscorp, through the spider bite, because he's a man running out of time. He's inherited his father's defect in the family gene pool.
Hmm.
But the only cure he has is having Spider-Man's blood. And he's figured out whoever Spider-Man is, he might have the solution to his disorder. And
Hmm.
all of Norman Osborn's life, Oscorp's been catering to trying to find the cure to his own ailments, and he's unfortunately passed it on to his son. Now his son is desperate to find Spider-Man to solve his issue, not knowing that Peter is Spider-Man. So he's got like half the solution there. But he
Yeah.
knows that Peter is the one who takes photographs of Spider-Man, so he goes to him asking for help. And at this
Hmm.
point is when you get to the crescendo. Like, this is where everything comes to a head. So that's where I stop the tape and say to myself, okay, am I getting a lot out of this? Am I enjoying this? Whatever the ending is going to be, however this is going to go, am I liking the journey? Am I liking the story? At this point, I'm actually up in the air. The I'm on board with the romance between Gwen and Peter. The look of Electro, I'm not on board. I think it's like Penguin in Batman Returns. I don't know what they were thinking when they did that Penguin.
Okay.
I think they were looking for too realism, like kind of like the Ang Lee Hulk. I think they were looking for too much of the psychological damage than it is being a man who turns green to a monster. They're looking for the pathos, and I'm like, we don't want that. Um,
Right.
so and they went for the uncanny valley of a man who's been electrically scarred, a man whose nervous system has been electrocuted. So you see the energy going through his body. Rather than going for the fantasy, they went for the authenticity of it all.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, that's cool.
did you just how did you like the makeup? Like, what's your thoughts on that? Like how they portrayed Electro, like how his body breaks down, how he becomes Ash, physical form to like even when the eels bite him, like all of that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was interesting, that whole thing. I didn't mind it. It was kind of like just something new. I had yeah, it was interesting. A good change. I'm glad they put it in.
Mhm.
That's my thoughts.
And as a villain, what do you think of him as a villain?
Um, it's it was okay, just a change for me, What was all right. I would have liked to see more. If they did, that would have been okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just thought he had too many codependency issues, and I think that was a
Okay.
character flaw for him.
Oh, okay.
Like I mean, he had hero worshiping issues, and then your hero is not what you want it to be, the reality
Mm,
kicks in. There's a fall from grace in that.
mm, okay.
And there's a couple of things that, like when reality sets in for people who are delusional, it's a rough ride, and you see that through his lens. Um,
Right. Okay.
I like Gwen Stacy. I don't know how I like the Goblin in this version.
Okay.
It was fast how he becomes the Goblin, and then
Mm,
when he does become the Goblin, it's really eerie and icky and bizarre.
mm,
Like the suit actually saves him
okay.
chemically, and it's just a
Yeah.
temporary fix because it's like a stasis suit.
Hmm.
Um, who do you
Right.
like better? Do you like the William Dafoe Goblin, or do you like Dale DeHaan's Goblin?
I like I like what's it? Dehaan's version.
Hmm.
Yeah, I liked his version actually. He's like ha ha ha. Yeah, I like that version to be honest with you.
Okay.
Makes me want to see more and see what's going on and what may happen. Would you like to see the Rhino more of him?
No, no.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's all good.
It's just I just don't like the look. It's just a robotic guy, and when he was in the suit, it was like you could tell it's just like him in a screen. That's not really
I
his head.
got
And
you.
so
Okay.
it reminded me of what's it, Ninja Turtles Kraglin or whatever it is, the brain in the
Okay.
bodysuit, in the belly of the robot.
Okay.
You know what
I
I'm
got
talking
you.
about?
Yep.
Yeah,
I
it was like
got you.
that. So it was
Mm,
like okay, it was fine. I did like when he walks past the Oscorp, you're seeing all the Sinister Six,
mm.
like weaponry. Like you see the
Okay.
Vulture, you see Octopus, Doc Ock, like leg
Mm,
tentacles in
okay.
the vaults as he walks by the Oscorp um, armory, whatever it is, or hidden vault or secret
Okay.
vault.
Right.
We test
Okay.
up the Sinister Six. So you could tell that Sony had plans to do a future stuff, but of course it never became to fruition.
Yeah.
Um, speaking of
Okay.
speaking of that, uh, is there any characters that you think was done better in this version, like than anything else than any other version in Spider-Man world?
Um, I don't know. Fantastic Four, maybe. I have no clue, to be honest with you.
Mhm.
I don't know. There's other superheroes I might have wanted to see in there, and some maybe not. Anyway, it all depends, right?
Okay. Well, for
Yeah.
me, the only thing I got out of this that satisfied me was that they went further with the Richard Parker and his wife. You saw how they
Mm,
died and what his project was and what it meant for Peter. Like Peter was meant to be Spider-Man,
yeah.
and you never knew that. Like he was genetically coded to be Spider-Man, and not no one knew about that.
Right. Right.
Uh,
Right. Yeah,
um,
you're right.
because he coded himself, right? So
Hmm.
it's just fluke of nature that he got bit by by the spider bite and became
Right.
Spider-Man. You know, and
Yeah.
he's one of a million, one in a billion chances of anyone else that can be him or can do what he can
Hmm.
do. You know,
Yeah.
and then with Harry looking for the blood of Spider-Man to prolong his life, and how that went astray. It just proves that how special Peter Parker was. Like he's lightning in a bottle, like it's like
Yeah.
the lottery, So his destiny it gives a different look at a hero's destiny in a very like miniature way, and also
Mhm.
gives you a backstory of his childhood. So I thought that was really good. I thought because no other film or cartoon or maybe the comic books, I don't know, can gives you that more story of the parents, like not the Aunt May and Uncle Ben, but like Peter's natural birth parents, and
Okay.
how it affected him, the child going into his adolescenthood and to become the hero that he was meant to be.
Mhm.
Beyond what Ben Parker's last words were to him, that kind of shapes him to
Right.
be the hero that he is.
Yeah.
But his father's love, the transcendence of his father and his mother onto what they passed on to him, even for
Hmm.
that brief period of time that he knew them, and the
Right.
legacy they leave behind. So I thought that was anything. If anything else, I thought that was the shining jewel in this movie that made it appealing to me. It's a small
Mm.
little section, but it's a carryover from the first movie that they really explored in
Mm.
this one.
Right. Cool. Okay. That's awesome.
Did you even pick up on that at all, or no? Just
Oh yeah, I thought of that,
mhm,
but then I'm like, yeah, okay. Oh, that was nice. What else is going on?
mhm, mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good thing, But then for me, yeah, that was a nice little moment. Yeah.
Did you stay on? Sorry, did you stay on for the Easter eggs at the end?
The what?
Like, did you stay on like in the movie theaters? I don't. You may not remember this, but like at the end of the movie, at the end of the credits, did you stay on to watch what was in the post credits of this movie?
No, I didn't.
Okay, I'm just curious.
Okay.
Okay, well, with that, I am Ray.
And I'm Evie.
We'll talk to you later. Take care.